Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank be chopping, and we back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, so jumping straight into this haircut, as you can see, I'm taking my Boost FX, the Murdered Out Black Edition. I got my number 4 guard on my clipper lever all the way open. So we are doing a 4.5 on top, and we will be doing a mid fade for this tutorial. But starting off, I like to go over the top, get all this down to the desired length, which is that 4.5 guard. And as y'all can see, I'm going a bunch of different ways, just trying to make sure that I get it all down to that desired length. Now I'm going in with my trimmers, once again using the black Boost FX trimmers, setting in my initial bald guideline, and I'm gonna go all the way around the head. And as you saw me do, I did punch in the line a little bit, but now I'm going up. And honestly, I don't really think it makes that much of a difference. Yes, it does make a slight difference, but for the most part, I get the same look, whether I punch in the line or I bald him out this way. For me, it ends up being the same thing. So we're gonna do this all the way around the head, get the sides all the way down to that trimmer length, and then y'all know we're gonna follow this up with the shaver just to get it nice and bald, make sure that it lasts my client longer. And just for reference, this is the FX2 shaver from Babyliss, and as y'all can see, I got the Tune 45 power clip on there. You can go to tune45.com, use my discount code TANK, or you can go to babylesspro.com, use my discount code TANK10, just in case I want to purchase any of these tools that you've seen your boy using already. But the closer I get to that initial bald guideline, I want you to know that I am relieving some pressure, and I'm not applying the same amount of pressure because I don't want to leave too harsh of a line. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just raising this line up a little bit because it wasn't even on both sides. So I'm just making sure that they both match. All right, so now that that is done, I'm going back in with my clipper lever all the way open, setting in my next section. And I'm gonna set in some of these sections going all the way around the head, and then I'm gonna blend one section at a time. Alright, so now that that is done, my next step is taking my 1 guard lever open, once again creating another section using a slight flick out motion. And as y'all see, once again guys, I'm going all the way around the head. And I like to do this sometimes because it does speed up my process a little bit, going all the way around the head first with my guidelines and then blending them out. So try that if you're trying to get a little faster and see what it does for you. But now I'm going in with my 1.5 lever all the way open, setting in another section using the flick out motion. That way I make the blending the top part of this fade a little easier for me. And then I also want to make sure that I don't really go into the shape of the head and make this blend look too round. But now I'm going in with my 3 guard lever open, blending into my 4 guard on top. I went in with it open, and as you saw me do there, I just closed my lever. Basically doing some down fading, sandwiching this blend. And now this is my 2 guard lever open, doing the same thing, coming right below what I previously did with my 3 guard open and then closed. And then I'm gonna close my 2 guard and come right below that. Now I'm going in with my 1.5 guard. Once again, my lever is open, and what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get this blend to come together, at least the top portion of this blend. And as y'all saw me do right there, I did just close my lever. Just try to get that gradient that I'm looking for. So now I'm taking my half guard lever open, and what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to take out this line that y'all see me attacking right here. And you're gonna see me go over this a good amount of times, adjusting my lever as needed. So I'm gonna adjust it close basically little by little. First, I'm going in with my lever open, then I'm gonna close it halfway, work that line, and then I'm gonna close it all the way if needed to get that line to come out. And you will see me doing a lot of corner blending also, because corner blending helps be a little more precise, and it just attacks certain areas that I need to attack without using the whole blade and taking too much hair off of a certain area of my client's head. So that's why corner blending is really good. And now what I'm doing is I'm going back in with my 1 guard, doing some small detail work. I did leave some demarcation lines with my half guard, so I'm just going back in with my 1 guard, cleaning all this up, trying to get that blend, at least this part of the blend, to come together. Now I'm going back in with my half guard, using some lever play, trying to clean up all this section. Now I'm going in with my clipper lever halfway open, working this bottom line. And this isn't gonna get this line out completely, at least not halfway open. So I'm just tapping at this line, working that line, and then I'm gonna adjust my lever closed as needed to try to get this bottom part of the blend to come together. And this blend is not gonna be finished when I close this lever all the way and tap that line. There are going to be some discrepancies, some dark areas that I need to tap. This client does have some difficult hair to cut. You know, it's crazy. A lot of my canvases are really difficult canvases, but I'm trying to get as much content for you as I possibly can. So I'll throw hard canvases out there in my tutorials, man, just because, you know, I want y'all to have good content. I want y'all to see the good content, see the different styles that I have to attack, the different style textures, different type of textures that I have to attack when I'm giving out these blends. And as y'all can see, this part of the blend was taking me a while, but I'm just adjusting my lever as needed, doing some lever play to get this blend to come together. And as y'all can see, I'm doing a lot of lever play there, man, but you have to do that with certain hair textures, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I'm going in with my half guard now, still doing the same thing, adjusting my lever as needed, and basically what I'm doing now is detailing. So I went through all my steps, blended them out, but there was a lot of discrepancies in this blend still, so I have to go in with different guards to detail this cut and really get the look that I'm looking for. So now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and line up my client on this side of the head, starting off in the middle of my client's head, setting my initial guideline, and now I'm working my way over to the side of the head that I blended. I'm gonna hit that vertical bar, and then we're gonna hit that C cup, give a nice little curve to it. And then once this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and detail some more. So I did just blend in his sideburns, just to blend them in so it would look better. But what I'm doing here is I'm detailing the cut a little more. And sometimes I like to switch my clippers up when I'm detailing. These are the Stylecraft Instincts. If you are interested in these clippers, you can go to stylecraftus.com. Once again, use my discount code TANK10, save yourself some money, you know what I'm saying? But now that the left side of the blend is done, I'm going over to the right side, and we basically gonna be doing the same steps. I did attack this side of the blend a little different, but the basis of the steps is the same exact thing. I think I used my one guard closed instead of my half guard open on that bottom line, but I think that's the only different thing that I did on this side. But basically what I'm doing is I'm down fading, or what you can call sandwiching the blend. So as y'all saw me do at the beginning of this video, I blended up, you know, I set in my guidelines, and now what I'm doing is I'm blending down, trying to sandwich this blend together to meet in a certain area of the head that I'm looking for. And as y'all can see, I'm going over, as y'all can see, I go over it one time, then I come back and go over it again. And I do that a lot, typically just because I want to make sure that I'm being really consistent with what I'm doing and making sure that I'm getting all that hair down. Because sometimes going over it one time isn't enough. You have to go back and keep going over it a couple times to get the actual look that you're looking for. And just for reference, this is my half guard, and now I'm going in with my clipper. No guard on there, just adjusting my lever as needed, trying to blend out this bottom line. And I know you can see a little line in the middle of the fade, but sometimes you have to move on, you know what I'm saying? Because if you keep attacking the same thing over and over and over, you can either mess it up, or you can just spend way too much time attacking one part of the blend, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to move on, let your eyes rest, and then go back to it. And that's basically what I did. I moved on, and then I went back to attacking the part of the blend that I didn't feel was, you know, the part of the blend that I didn't feel looked good. And I'm going in with my instinct, doing some detail work. Just adjusting my lever as needed. And now we're going ahead and hit up that lineup in the front and trying to mirror the right side that we did, or I'm sorry, his left side, but looking at it's the right side. We're trying to mirror that and make this part of the edge up straight, nice and sharp, give them sharp lines, hit that vertical bar, hit that C cup, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff to make sure that this side is symmetrical to the opposite side. And remember, guys, you can take your time when you're doing this. Don't rush through it. I know it is sped up, but don't rush through it, man. Take your time. Try your hardest to get them lines super, super sharp. And now what I'm doing is just going back in and doing some more detail work. Just trying to get this blend to come together. However, I do want to state that I don't know why I said however, but I do want to state that I did not get to record the back. I guess I was trying to get my client out, not 100% sure, but nonetheless, I'm just going in and detailing with the Instinct clipper. And once again, guys, you can try this detailing with a different clipper that you actually did the fade with, just to see if you can get that line out. But now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do my razor work. As y'all can see, I'm just following up what I did with my trimmers, trying to get these lines to look super, super sharp. And you wanna make sure that you're stretching that skin, guys. You wanna stretch that skin, that way you lessen the chance of nicking your client. But check it out, man. This is how my boy came into the shop looking. This is the before look, and this is the after. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if new to my channel, make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. If you want me to record it for YouTube, try to put that in the comment section. But yeah, also, if y'all want to purchase these tools, remember, BabylisPro.com, discount code TANK10, StyleCraftUS.com, discount code TANK10. And yeah, man, that's basically it for this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go. Yeah.